Alright, Leo, this is a Soulmate Energies update for the sign of Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I took a look this morning. It's been about 6 days. It's been about a week or so. We haven't had a Leo soap opera update in a week. That's crazy. Well, you might want to stick around. My pre-shuffle, rather deceptively, as coincidence would have it, opens with Fakey McFakerman, the Queen of Wands. Alright, so stick around for a minute. This is going to be a good episode of the Leo soap opera here. I don't know what energies I'm pulling in for Leo, but whatever it is, people are digging it. You know, I must be hitting the nail on the head somehow. Every reader gets different energies. The universe gives whatever it gives, and we interpret it. So this is what I'm getting. So if it's for you, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here, you're here for a reason. I can tell you most of the energy I'm pulling in, somebody here, I can't tell you apart from your soulmate, Leo. Okay? Somebody here is sitting, so I say somebody. Somebody here is sitting in toxin. Okay, it's some kind of toxic relationship. It's something they've been married to for a while, or they've been in the relationship for a while, or it's a controlling family or a career or something like that. There's some sort of third energy that holds this person, but that energy is toxic. It's static devil energy type energy. Anyway, this reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Leo. Leo. Oh, Leo. Okay. This pre-shuffle that I have here is the epitome, the epitome, as often mispronounced, of wishy-washy. And we all know what happens in this energy. I've been telling you what happens when people are wishy-washy. This person, I get a very strong impression here that this is somebody, and I hope it's not you. For most of you, it's the incoming energy. It's your runner in this situation. I can't say DM fully because not all the DMs are runners, so I say runner. It's somebody here who is, well, I got a Three of Pentacles sandwich here. I've got the Two of Cups, right, and the Queen of Wands, Fakey McFakerman. Someone pretending on the outside that this soulmate thing doesn't matter yet, and they don't want to work on it, yet they do. Okay, that's the three cards there. I go deeper, and I get a Four of Wands. Now there's two energies attached to this little set of cards, and I'm gonna pull this little. So here's my Fakey McFakerman Three of Pentacles sandwich right there. I'm gonna pull this little set for you here, and I'm gonna tell you what it means. All right, Four of Wands, Two of Wands, Temperance, Justice. We can't pull a Leo reading without Justice coming out. And then off to the side here, because these matter, I've got that, and that. And then a little Page of Pentacles of somebody who's just doing all this because they're scared shitless. They don't know what to say, what to do. I think this is somebody who's afraid to be on their own. It could be somebody who's been in something for a while. It's codependent. When it's codependent, you get used to being in it, and you're afraid to go off on your own. It's like a little bird that's afraid to leave the nest, even though the nest is on fucking fire. What I got here, I got a couple of energies. These are all tied together. Now, I know it's a lot of cards, but they're tied together. You keep pulling until the tie goes away. So I got someone who's well, they're Fakey McFakerman about your soulmate connection here. Okay, all they want to do is work on it, and their Fakey McFakerman is lazy. You know, most of these pretentious type people are. You know, they'd rather marry into money, or they'd rather have things handed to them. It's that kind of laziness. It's somebody who would rather, well, there's nothing here. You know, it's just easy enough for me just to walk away. And they figure, well, what I got on my side, it's long term. There's some stability here with some money, and I know it's past its expiration date, but I think I can make it work. Okay, with Temperance and Justice. The problem is you can't be wishy-washy in this new energy cycle. And as we move through April, it's going to bite them in the ass, and it does right here. It's because there's no love there. Okay? They don't know how to. It's like I said in yesterday's reading about Venus in Pisces, right? I said it's somebody who can only love to the capacity that they can love. And what's happening here is because of the new cycle, because there's no love in this, and this person now has felt love, they've tasted it, and once you've tasted it, you got to have more. Because of this new cycle, the Emperor, your Burger King, this is pure Burger King energy here, got to have it their way, stubbornness, pride, ego, the whole deal, gets confused. They get confused, and they don't know what to do, and then they decide, they come back around and decide they want to reach out, but they're afraid of every word they're going to say. This person is learning slowly but surely. This is the card of the students, the most encouraging card on the damn table. You would think the Two of Cups would be, but Fakey McFakerman bookending it is not a happy sign. All right, I'm going to shuffle the deck. In fact, no, I'm going to keep the Lightseer deck. I was going to switch decks, but I'm going to keep the Lightseer deck. Last minute decision. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see what's happening here, Leo. Get your popcorn, get your beer, get your pants off, whatever you got to do. This is the Leo soap opera. Here we go. Oh my God. All right. Give me the soulmate cycle and the current energies from the angle of Leo. Let's see what's happening here. You know, sometimes, and it's common, you can Google it, it's the truth. In psychology, any therapist will tell you most people sit in bad, toxic things because they either think they're trapped, or for some of them, they actually are. For a few, I have here somebody, you know, again, we've seen people with, someone's got dirt on them, or they're just stuck in something because they can't get out of it, but most of the time, it's just because it's easier. You know, that kind of thing. This person, there's a streak of laziness here, even though this person comes across in the energy as someone very responsible. Okay? It's very strange. It's very strange. Yeah. Oh, why the fuck are we here? Card before the cut is the Knight of Pentacles. The energy is still coming toward. Their energy is on, I'm going to say it's you, roles can be reversed here. Their energy is on top of you. Just like I said in yesterday's reading. It's there. He's reached his destination. This person wastes a lot of time worrying about what might happen rather than finding out what will happen. And that's the problem. They're shutting down their heart. And that's a problem. All right? They're shutting down their heart. And it's going to bite them in the ass. And here it is. Wheel of Fortune. And the wheel goes round and round is the message I got. Round and round. They shut down the heart. It's what I've told you before. It especially applies to you. You're a secondary hotspot in this connection cycle. You're right next to Cancer. You're right there. Okay? You guys share sort of a hotspot sort of thing here. Your connection moves very fast is what that means. It means your person changes their mind very fast. Things happen quickly, even if they're behind the scenes, even if they're under the surface. And what's happening here is that's what this person does. It's what I've been telling you. They shut down their heart, and then the moment they do that, the vibration drops, and they feel despair, or they feel disappointment, or sadness, or regret, and then they come back around again. But then they chicken out, and then they come back around again. There's some reason, and this is common. Toxic energies. This person's in a toxic situation. Toxic doesn't have to mean they're getting beat up or anything like that. You know, it doesn't have to mean any of that. It can just be toxic if it's past its expiration date. You know, everything has an expiration date. And sometimes that expiration date is in another lifetime. Those are couples that stay together for, you know, married for 80 years, that kind of fucking thing. But sometimes, you know, the expiration date is past and people just hang on to things. And it's technically going against your soul's true purpose, which is, I've been saying for a while, is whoever this is, it's what they're doing. They're living in an environment that doesn't fit their soul. Even if they were in a religious environment where they were raised Catholic, right? They're getting more spiritual now. It doesn't fit anymore. They want more answers. That's in the energy for some of you. And some of you need to understand that. When I give you a bunch of different things that are going on here, okay, it's just for some. It's not for all. And I can't possibly tell you everything. There's 1,000 different stories here. Okay? I don't have time for that. I've got to pick the main ones. And I give you the ones where I think you can make it fit, or somehow sort of see how it relates to your situation. You shouldn't make anything fit, but you can relate things, right? Either way, it's somebody who's afraid to leave something toxic. Let's see. I got my reading. It's the King of Cups is the overall energy of our reading. It's somebody, again, I don't know. Let's see what's crossing it. Yeah, the Lovers. God damn it. This person, we opened with Fakey McFakerman, the Queen of Wands. This person is full of shit. They love you. There's nothing but love here. These people, it's cut for television. They're actually fully naked. Okay? Right, fully naked on set. It's cut for television now. All the bits covered up. It's a real picture. It's real love coming off this card. That's why I phrase it that way. It's for real. All right? If they are actors, there's some shit going on in the trailer when cut is yelled. I can tell you that. Right here with the King of Cups. He holds the Ace of Cups. He or she. Gender doesn't matter. but very stingy about giving it. 1 foot on the land, 1 foot on the water. This is someone who's afraid to be vulnerable. They feel this connection. They find it easier to look away from it. And every time they do, they pay for it with pain, regret, sadness, whatever it is. This person is fucking crazy. All right, that's our overall energy right there. That's our energy overall for the reading. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person feels. I say your person. Roles can be reversed, Leo. I can't tell you apart from your person. Very similar frequencies. That's why I fight hard for your connection. I think you two would be wonderful together. It'd be absolutely amazing. Even as friends, you know. It doesn't have to be a love connection. You don't have to get butt naked. But you'd probably be tempted to, even if you were just friends. Anyway, this is how they feel in their emotions, 3D. This is how they feel in the soul. Not what they show you, not what they tell you. Because it's bullshit with this person. It's a complete lie. Right here is the hidden energy, what the universe wants you to know, and I'll tell you. It's red with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I sure is. But I can almost predict your person. Round and round. Here we go, round and round. Round and round. Yeah. We opened with Fakey McFakerman, and our overall energy is just pure love for this soulmate connection. This, you know, again, once you've tasted it, you've got to have more. And they don't have it on whatever they have on their side. It's very clear in the energy. It's not a void. It's dead air on that side. It's very staticky, so it's toxic on some level. There's been some pain there. You know, it's going to vary for all of you what that pain is, but it is what it is. Let's go. What's the first card here? What's the energy around the connection right now? 6 of Cups. Look, it's all they're thinking about. Okay, they're making a big decision right now. Again, I say again. Capital letters with exclamation points. Again, they're making a big decision right now. But both of you are, maybe. I don't know, but there's a lot of nostalgia around this connection. There's a lot of past life ties here. That's why. In fact, I get, and I said this, I think, in a recent reading, so in an all signs reading in particular, which your energy's there. Everybody's there. I said this is somebody who maybe thought the person they married was a soulmate, you know, because it all looked good on paper, right? It seemed like a soulmate, but that other person is toxic. That other person is selfish. They set it up to make it look that way, right? You know, you could fool people. You could trick people into thinking you're soulmates. People do it all the time. It's a classic pickup line for anybody in their early 20s. There's a lot of you ladies, ladies watching who fell for it. Your pants fell right off when you were 20 years old because someone said, "We're soulmates, baby." Well, it's fine. It's no big deal. You live and learn. You know, you live and learn. The truth is, you can, you know, there's some sort of illusion on the other side. But what's funny is the reason you're in their mind a lot is because, and they're in yours, but it's because it's real. It's a real connection with real past life ties. That's why it keeps going around and around, but that's what's confusing your person. All right? Because they're stubborn. We saw that Emperor, they're stubborn. There's pride and ego. They were raised to be a certain way. There's a very stoic energy here. Someone who doesn't really show how they feel. That's that Queen of Wands a little bit. They just don't want to. They don't want to see. None so blind as those who will not see. But the problem is they can feel, and they feel a lot, big time. How do they feel in their emotions? Four of Swords. Look at that. This is the Four of Swords. It's someone who's shut down. They've shut down again. When this card falls here, sometimes it's the heart chakra opening. Sometimes they're healing. Sometimes they're just doing nothing. No, there's a lot going on here. This person is, with the Six of Cups here, we'll say deep thought. Can we put it that way? It's just, there's a lot of pain here. There's a lot of pain that needs to be healed. I just feel it. It's something from the past. It's on their side. It's part of the connection. Wow, it's unreal. Okay, how do they feel in the soul? Let's say, yeah, Page of Swords. They can't let this go, but you notice it's all small. They're trying to push it down. It's all minor arcana here on my top row. Page of Swords. When this appears in the soul position, it's like, I'll put it to you this way. Here's the 3D. Here's the brain, right? Here's the emotions, or the way they're feeling or thinking in the brain. Okay, this is actually the emotions. This is sort of the brain, we'll say, the ego, okay? And in the ego, I'm not doing anything about this. Now, I'm just going to stick with, it's what I told you in the pre-shuffle. But in the soul, it's disappointment. That's what it is. And it's what I told you already. The minute they say, I'm not going towards the soulmate connection, I'm not going to do anything, even though there's all this wicked love and we're both already naked, nope, nothing's going to happen. And then the moment that happens, they get disappointed in themselves. Right? And there it is. It's showing up right there. And it's disappointment. And this disappointment is fueled a lot because of these past lives, which were very positive with your connection. That's the thing. It's not like a karmic connection where you guys go through lifetimes screwing each other over, right? You're supposed to learn the lessons here. No, this was very nice. This is a beautiful energy. There's a golden retriever on it. They're very nice dogs. You know, everyone loves golden retrievers, right? Okay. They even make movies about them, right? Wasn't Marley and Me, wasn't that a golden retriever? Beautiful little golden retriever. Right here, hidden energy. It's nice energy. This is a nice connection. That's why I get very passionate in Leo readings. Hidden energy. What's the universe want you to know, Red, with this? It's a nice connection. My God, the universe just backed my ass up. Ace of Cups. This is what the king holds here. Right, the overall energy. He holds the Ace of Cups. But they're not giving it. But they are thinking about that. But they're not giving it. See, they're not giving it. But it's nice energy. It's all charged up. It's like a charged phone ready to go. And it's beautiful. If you let it out, you can pet the dog and have fun. That's why they get disappointed when they don't do anything. And they convince themselves they're not going to, because as I saw in the pre-shuffle, what they've got on their side is terrific. And it's here, and it's going to disrupt family, and it's going to disrupt this and that if I go toward the soulmate connection. So I'm just going to sit. I'm just going to do what most people do and sit in shit and die miserable. Okay. No, they can't. This is too strong. They can. They can make the free will decision to do that, but it lands them in a tower. Tunes is the driving cat, their car right off the road of destiny onto the rocks. And then they get disappointed. Sad. They're sad. There's a lot of sadness here. It's a sad reading. Fuck. I don't like sad readings. What's the potential final outcome? I haven't looked. You want to see it with me? I don't know. It's red with the Four of Swords. We're going to need to see some Action Jackson card here. It's nothing. It's the High Priestess. It's more of internal. It's just going to come around. All this is saying is it's going to come around. There's a lot more going on underneath the surface than you know. I could phrase it that way. I have to take the Ace of Cups into consideration. It's separate from the reading. It's a message from the universe. This is someone who is just... They're just seething inside. Can I put it that way? Seething inside. They're not doing anything. The intuition comes to the surface. They feel disappointment. It's the round and round. Round and round. Go ahead and crank up either Van Halen, Here We Go Round and Round, or Rats Round and Round. Either way, good rock riffs. Either way you slice it, song works. Round and round. Here we go. I'm going to clarify with the witches. We're going to see what the witches have to say. Let's see where we go. And look, even randomly at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords, which we had as the Emperor's outcome in the pre-shuffle from the Lightseer deck. All right, why is the Six of Cups here? We're going to have to do an extended on this. I hadn't planned on it, but we're going to have to. I'll get what I can get here in the mass reading, right? And I'll extend, and I'll pull a little side reading if I have to, but I'm going to do an extended for me. If you want it, you can go watch it. There'll be a link in the description. I've got to see what's happening here, because this is somebody, I know what's on their side is shit. And this is somebody now who's back to convincing themselves that they can stick it out, and I don't think they can. And the cards don't think they can. The universe is laughing at them. I mean, it's hilarious. And even their own, their soul is pointing straight at you. All right? Let's see. We got that, like we had yesterday in the extended for the Venus and Pisces, all signs reading. We had the crying High Priestess, right? It's that kind of energy. But there's something else here. There's something much more specific going on. What's the Six of Cups? Okay, tell me about the Six of Cups. For God's sake almighty, this is a beautiful connection. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. It's sixes and Ace of Cups as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful. Oh, Jesus. And they're just, it's not. Sometimes it's a card of breadcrumbing. That's not the energy that's here. It's just telling me about the connection. That's what the universe is doing. I don't need convincing, universe. I'm good. And there it is. Five of Cups, there's my despair and regret. Remember, these are bookends. There's the disappointment. The minute they think that they didn't give to this, that they should be giving to this, that this would be something that would complete their life in some way, it would bring them some sort of balance in their life. The Six of Pentacles, it's minor arcana, it's their free will, right? And they don't give to it. They do nothing. All the cards are tied. Everything is connected. We have to look at the Four of Swords. They do nothing. There's your person. Titties out in a field of scorched earth of disappointment and regret. Everybody's disappointed here. I'm disappointed in your person. You're disappointed in your person. They're disappointed in themselves. Okay? Because they did not give to this. It's clear they did not give to this soulmate connection. It's clear they were going to stick with what they've got. This is a person who fears change in some way. Fears how what other people are going to think. What's everyone going to say? Man, I'm telling you what. If they don't come towards you, I know this energy well. I do. I've read it in other people. I have a life. I have people around me. I have people around me that have gotten old and died. And this energy, I can tell you, this energy does not end well. This ends in a very sad ending for this person for the things they didn't do. You know, it really does. It's your life. You know, I say that to anyone watching. It's your life. You're the star of it. You know, you can make that movie whatever you want. Very few things in life people are truly stuck. Very few. And don't come at me with cultural shit or some kind of financial tie. All of that. No, it's not true. You're not. It's all in your head. And believe me, I've got stories I could tell you of things that I have been contractually, what most people would say contractually stuck in things, and I managed to get out of it. There's always a loophole. There always is. This person's just lazy. They don't want to find it. Now, for some of you, fine. If you got someone who's taking care of a sick person, that energy's here. If that's the case and they're stuck there, fine. Okay, terrific. But that doesn't mean when you're not taking care of that sick person, you can't go out and build a life for yourself. It's a bit like the May-December relationships, right? That's someone who marries someone old enough to be their daddy or their mommy, right? Well, I got a newsflash for them, speaking from experience. Mommy and daddy die. They pass away long before the children, typically, okay? So the May-December conundrum that's often written about in psychology comes to a conclusion that the younger person in the relationship has to go out and find other people. They have to have a second life set up because they're going to have a second life without that person, that older person, that may be longer than the time they had with that person in the first place, depending on the age difference, you know. And it's very true. And the ones that don't, you know, it's just a smart thing to do. Look, it's just my opinion, okay? It's my channel, it's my point of view. I know a lot of people disagree with that kind of thing. Fine, good for you. But I speak from a great deal of experience and someone with deep empathy who can feel emotions. And I don't think a life should end in regret, all right? And even if you're taking care of somebody sick, go ahead and go out on the side. There's got to be a couple hours you got free to go meet some people. You know, it is what it is. The Ace of Pentacles is right here. Why are they sad? Well, it's the same kind of thing that showed up in the soul energy of the reading of the all signs I did the other day. Why is somebody sad? Somebody's sad because you're that silver, you're that gold coin. This connection is a gold coin. It's beautiful. And they're also sad because they never brought anything here. Grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. They never brought anything. I don't like this energy of someone who thinks they're stuck. Someone who thinks it's easier just to sit in the muck. I don't like that. I guarantee you I'm a pretty smart guy. I could figure out a way to get him out of it. I've gotten myself out of some crazy shit. Out of some ironclad contracts. There's always a fucking way. There's always a fucking way. That's the message in the universe, by the way. And that's a message for the non-runner to tell the runner in this. There's always a way. It's a very strong message in the energy, and it's been there a while. I've said it before. I've said it back last year, I remember. I don't know if it was for one of your readings. May have been in all signs. But the energy of there's always a way is there. It's a message for the runner in this particular connection here because it's strong here today. Why is the Four of Swords here? Why is the Four of Swords? The person just being lazy, that's all. They're doing nothing on walking away from 8 broken cups. It's the 8 of cups crossing the 4 of swords. They're doing nothing on walking away from 8 broken cups, missing their own happiness. They're missing their own happiness out of sheer stubbornness. 9 of wands. There's some sort of wall. There's some sort of perceived block. There's some sort of something that they think is keeping them from doing it. For most of you, it is not some kind of sick person or cultural thing that keeps someone stuck. That's fine. That's its own animal. That's a smaller group of you. For most of you, it's just this person's afraid what other people will think and how it's going to disrupt things and how it's going to affect things. It's the bottom line. Queen of Swords, they're doing nothing on cutting stuff out that no longer suits them. They're doing nothing. I'm going to stand by that. Why is the Queen of Swords here? See? I could have pulled a card that showed me, when I ask why the Queen of Swords here, I get some kind of chariot here. Well, that tells me she's standing and swinging that sword. I didn't get a chariot, did I? I knew that. I called it. I read the energy first. It's the two of Pentacles. They're doing nothing. They're wishy-washy. Now, wishy-washiness is not good in this energy. This person is miserable in the soul. That is beyond disappointment. That Page of Swords is a gross understatement. All right. They want to talk to you, too. They do. Okay. It can be a card of someone learning a little bit, but it's not enough to push past all this shit. There's the disappointment right there. It is. Oh man, why is the Page of Swords here? This person was on the brink. This person was done. They were out. They were finished. They were ready to go, and they've been here before. They've been back and forth, and they'll be back to out again because it's not going to work. And why is the Page of Swords here? It's not going to work. Page of Swords crossed by the 8 of Pentacles. They want to work on this. They're disappointed. They're not. They're also it implies a 9 of Pentacles because it's the 8 of Pentacles is the card of the apprentice, and he's working toward 9 Pentacles, his independence, his freedom. This person, it's saying that they feel in their soul that they don't have their independence and freedom. Okay? That's what it's saying, basically. And it leaves them in great disappointment that they can't bring this Ace of Pentacles. But I'm telling you, aside from maybe 1 or 2 of you watching, all right? For the vast majority of you, all that I can't get out of this, I can't, is all ego on this person's side. All right? And it's someone who, I'll never understand people like this. I feel it all the time. It's someone who feels like they're going to lose too much money if they leave a situation. Okay? For the cups, for something they love. I will never understand that because I don't know, money is a whole sea of it out there. You could just make more. What you can't make are connections like this. You know, you don't find them every day. My level of what's important in life is different than most people's. Okay? This is not important. It isn't. It's not a big deal. It's, in fact, if you want money, if that's something you like, create a void. The richest people, if you don't think it's a big deal, if you just think, well, you just go on assumption, well, there'll always be something there. There will. You create voids. It's... Anyway, I'll never get that point across to people. Not in today's collective. Certainly won't your person because they're not watching. The Knight of Cups, so I won't waste my breath. The Knight of Cups, they want to come towards you. They're intimidated too, though. I see that. Look at that. The Knight of Wands. Their soul is pushing them towards you. But they're intimidated. I said that. It's a brave, impulsive action the Knight of Wands takes. It implies if you have to be brave to do something that you're afraid to do it. They're nervous to do it. And this person, the anchor energy is a page. It's the Page of Swords. It's a little child in the emotions. So this person, children always take the easy way out. This person's taking the easy way out. It leaves them in regret. Then they come around. They start thinking about you again. Their intuition kicks in. They start feeling you. They start feeling the love. They start thinking, well, maybe I can. And it comes around and around and around and around and around and around and around. I always get very irritated with Leo readings. I don't know who this person is or what their energy is, but I would just, I would say fuck it. Ace of Cups, why is it here? This person's just going to stay in whatever toxin they're in. This is a person who finds it easy to shift back into superficial gear. You know, We got superficial gear, and then we got I'm materialistic gear, and then we've got I'm a good, stable, emotional person gear. And they just stay in superficial gear. They're worried about what people will think. It's here. It's very strong. Family, whatever. I don't know. I would look at it as an insult, to be honest. If it were me, I'd be like, well, why aren't I good enough for your family or something? What the fuck is this? I'm going to find out. It's the star crossing the Ace of Cups. Again, it's delayed until somebody wakes the fuck up. It's delayed until somebody wakes the fuck up. In the meantime, you're naked by yourself. What's on top here? Two Swords. The card I showed you that was randomly at the bottom of this deck when I picked it up. Two Swords. They know what the right choice is. In the Witch's deck, the Two Swords aren't crossed, which means there's definitely a good choice and definitely a bad choice. They know what the choice is. It's red with the Five of Cups here. They know. Why is the Two of Swords here? Eight of Wands. It's passionate forward movement, but it's off of a slow energy. In other words, I think this is someone, the way I see this energy, it's really weird. I see this energy as someone who, I don't want to say the word fantasizes because that gives the wrong idea, but I will say it. Fantasizes about talking to you. I think you two are having conversations in the ether, up in the astral plane, as the kids would call it. I think you're having dreams. I think you're talking to this person. I think that if this person pops in your head and you end up having an in-your-head conversation with them, I suggest you have it. I suggest you let that energy flow. Because I'm really getting kind of that kind of thing with the star crossing here in particular. It's kind of the energy I'm getting. And with the High Priestess is the final. There's a lot going on underneath the surface. What this is telling me is I think you and this person are talking behind the scenes, in the secret, in the astral plane, or however you want to put it, in dreams, in your mind. You're having 5D conversations with this person. Some of you might be having a 3D soon. I don't know. Not by the look of the energies I'm seeing here, but it is possible with a Knight of Wands here. It is possible. Because the Five of Cups is one of the cups that drives communication. Why is the High Priestess here? Tell me about the High Priestess. Tell me about the High Priestess. High Priestess. Tell me about the High Priestess. Page of Wands. That's 3D communication. The universe is saying that the 5D communication you have with this person, we're either thinking about talking to them. If you're sitting around and it seems like, my God, I'm having a whole conversation with this person in my head, you're actually having a conversation with that person. They're picking up that energy. The universe is saying that the 5D conversations you're having, whether it's dreams or just while you're walking around, whatever it is actually bringing it, helping to bring the energy into the 3D. It's actually helping this person. The universe is also saying, and I can sort of feel this, somehow that has stopped. In other words, one of you has decided, nope, I'm not going to do that anymore. So if it's you who's decided, nope, I'm not going to have those 5, the next time they pop in my head, I'm going to block them out. Stop that. Just let the energy flow. It actually does help bring this person in. It helps raise their confidence a little bit. What's on top? The Two of Wands. It is. It's just what I just told you. It's the same things. Also, this is saying, again, we have to, these cards are red with these cards. This person's doing nothing about cutting things out of their life. They're wishy-washy. They're doing nothing about, so this Queen of Swords has an energy of doing nothing on it. They're shut down, emotionally closed off, right? So they're doing nothing about Two of Wands, about coming towards. I feel a but here, though. Why is the Two of Wands here? They wanted to come out together. Justice and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I believe that. I saw a but. But again, this is someone who can't make a decision because of what I told you, because you're kind of reflecting as the Nine of Pentacles. They don't have, they're not Nine of Pentacles is what this is saying. They're not they don't have the independence. They don't feel like they have the freedom. It's can't. But the universe is saying, is backing me up. I think they actually do. I think for most of them, they're just worried about what people will think, or what might happen, or I might lose too much money. This person is an excuse machine. And there are very few things aside from prison. And even prison doesn't stop people. from getting married and finding soulmates and coming together, to be honest with you. But I can tell you from experience in some pretty tricky situations, including some cultural shit, by the way, that you're very rarely trapped in anything in life. It's extremely rare. We're always in control of our own life. As an energy reader, I can tell you what happens is most people give their power away. They give their energy, they give the keys. Think of their energy as a car, right? And we're born with the keys to it. Most people give their keys away, or many people do. They just give them to other people. They live their life by the expectations of everything around them, worried about whatever's going on. Your person is someone who gave their keys away, and it's nonsense. They can take those keys back, and the moment, in the universe is even saying it here, the moment they do, everything's fine, right? You guys can work on things. They're really just an excuse machine. That's all I've got here. We go round and round with them. There's a high cycle where they're coming towards you. There's a low cycle where they're not. Right now, we're about just past not. In other words, nope, I'm going to make it work on my side. Right about now is right about now in the energy. Okay, again, different timing for all of you. Right about now in the energy, they're figuring out that they made a mistake again, and it's going to come back to coming towards you. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I'm going to shuffle the deck here. I'm going to go back to the Light Seer, and I'm going to pull 3 cards from the universe and see what the universe has to say. Now, I know this wasn't a roses and rainbows reading, but I'm honest with you. Okay, I hope you appreciate the honesty. I'm just shooting straight. If the reading's not for you, it's not for you. Okay, if your person is single and lives alone by the airport, I'm not sure this is the reading for you. I'm not sure that that's what this is. It could be. It could be. Anything is possible. But for most of you, this is someone who's married or in a relationship or stuck in a family dynamic or a career they should have gotten out of a while ago. They feel trapped in something, but they look away. Okay, and they always come back to you. It always comes back to you. Give me 3 cards, universe. I'm going to pull an extended. If you want it, great. If you don't, that's fine. I want it. I need to see what's going on here behind the scenes. Something's not right. Something doesn't smell right of what's going on behind the scenes. And I've pulled this before in your readings. I know. It could be somebody who's controlled and all that. We may find that, but maybe we find something else too. The energy seems to want to open up for me a little bit here today. Let's see. Well, let's ask the universe. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card. Anything else you want to tell Leo before I go? Here we go again. Look. Knight of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. And now I got something to pull on. And the dam extended for sure. And that devil came out. And the 10 of Cups here. Something is blocking, cock blocking. The 10 of Cups is crossing the 5 of Pentacles. These are red, center, left, right. There's all of it. Everything that's happening here. The reason you're not I shuffled it away. I was going to show you the Lover's card where they're both naked. The reason you're not naked with your person right now, okay? The bottom line is all of it. The reason everybody's out in the cold, there's no happiness here, is because this has been left in fantasy land too long. Too long. It's been left in fantasy land, which is leaving somebody out in the cold, makes them feel bad about whatever's on their side. Makes them feel worse. Makes them feel disappointed, as I said earlier, about everything that's on their side. So they drag their feet, they waste time, and the longer they stay in it, the more toxic it becomes. It's exactly what I've been telling you about this, and I've been warning, I've been yelling at Leo's person, all right, for a long time. I have. The more and more toxin is building around this person. More and more and more and more. The cards say it flat out. Because the more we deny ourselves, it goes to the car keys thing that I was saying, right? We all have the keys to our own energy. That you're the star of a movie. Your life is a movie, and you're the star of it. It's got a soundtrack. It's got other characters. It's got all kinds of things. But you're also the director of it. So you're not only starring in it, you're directing it too. Okay, and you're probably producing it as well. But anyway, you're also but nobody knows what a producer does. So anyway, you're director as well. And the problem is, a lot of people give that role to somebody else, and that somebody else or somebody else's are incompetent usually, and they run amok with it. It's just like lending your car out. I would never lend my car out to somebody. It's a fast car. They're going to be tempted to drive it fast. Well, that's fine. But it's my car. If I want to burn out the clutch, I will. It's not for somebody else to do. Okay? And that's the way I look at it. So I don't lend it out. Nobody drives it. I'm the same way with my energy. Okay? I do what I want. I control my energy. This person's not controlling their energy. Something else is in control of it. They gave their keys away. And the problem is, the more they deny themselves the happiness here, the more they keep things in dreamland. They're manifesting all of this. They're manifesting. They manifested this connection in. They're manifesting all of it. And then they're blowing it off. They're saying, no, I don't want it. It's like the star crossing over here, right? The star was then manifesting it in, and then they go, well, I don't know, thank you, but I don't know. No, it's causing problems. There's some problems here. There's a barrier here. They feel blocked to happiness, and the answer to that is this. It's right here. It's because something else is in control of their energy. I got to pull on it. I got to go do an extended reading. If this reading resonated with you at all, it might be very specific. I don't know. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But this is what came in. And this is a person who thinks they're stuck, or just thinks it's easier, and they shut down, and they're making a huge mistake. And that's what these three cards say. You're making a huge mistake by shutting down your happiness. Huge mistake right there. The Knight of Pentacles is in this case, is representing wasted time. The wasting time. Time, pentacles are time in a love reading. A lot of readers read them as commitment, but that's time. They're wasting a lot of time on toxin. And it's going to leave them in disappointment for sure, big time. They got to take some chances. You got to take chances in life. Fortune favors the brave. It always does. You want that 10 of Cups? You got to take some chances. Try that business. Try that person. You never know. You go with what you feel. This person's not going with what they feel because it's shut down. Big time. Big time shut down. All right. That's your reading. Hope it was helpful. I don't know. Might have been. But it was accurate, if this energy is for you. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Now, I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo. I'm going to have a chat with the devil. All right? We're going to do a little Van Halen running with the devil here and see where this asshole takes us in his Trans Am. All right. Good luck, you guys.